Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We are live for Tottenham against Manchester City. We've just watched Manchester United spawn their way to another 3 points against Fulham. Honestly, the luck that they had, unbelievable. Fulham goal should have stood. United first goal shouldn't have stood. Very, very lucky. Very, very fortunate. But hey, them's the breaks, I guess. Them's the breaks. When you're having a new manager bounce and you're just having a little bit of luck and the ball's breaking your way, it happens sometimes. Sometimes it goes like that. That's fine. It goes like that at times. But yeah, now we're over to Spurs against Manchester City. Manchester City, Spurs a bit of a bogey side for them, to be honest, aren't they? Yeah, very much a bit of a bogey side. So, who knows? Could they do it? I don't think so. I think Spurs are going to lose this one. I think City win quite comfortably in the end. But yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Are we live? Of course we're live. We are live, aren't we? My system's playing silly beggars at the minute. If I'm live, can you just type in the chat and just say you can hear me at least? I think I'm live. I think I am. Connor, who do you want to win this one, Key? I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't go as far as I want City to win it, but I think they'll win it. Yeah, I think they should win it. So I'm backing City. I'm backing City to win it. Jake, you are live. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that. Right, I'm glad. I am at least live. I can relax to a degree that I'm live. Okay, fair enough. Right. So, Risala, even as a United fan, you're hilarious. Keep smashing it. Cheers, mate. I wish I wasn't smashing it as a result of United winning games in the last minute. Like, that's not gonna feel nice. It doesn't feel nice. It's the same as when Maguire scored in the last minute. It doesn't feel nice. But, you know, cheers, I guess. Thanks. 3-star, can hear you, Key. Cheers, mate, thank you. Good result against Newcastle last night. It was a good result against Newcastle, yeah. Played well. Just watching back the Forest game here. Gibbs White with the goal that put them in front. Yeah, good goal that from Gibbs White. And obviously Palace managed to get back level. Forest had a man sent off here. Obviously it was the header off the line, wasn't it? Yeah. Or the handball off the line from Nico Williams, the old Luis Suarez against Ghana. Ronnie, Villa losing to 10 men. Brentford is bad. It is, yeah. I was going to say, I still don't think Villa finish in the top 4. I really don't think they do. Fabomoyo, good to see you, mate. Villa didn't win yet. Villa threw it away, didn't they, at the end? Well, they threw it away full stop. There was a man up, and they go down, and then didn't really manage to get back into it. Pau Torres with a header over at the end of the game, but it's a pretty poor performance from Villa. Forest just getting another point that just lifts them. Another point up and above and away from West Ham. So close, honestly. Looking at Forest being a man light today and they managed to get a point out of Palace. West Ham being 2-0 up against Chelsea. You just think that gap really could have been 2 points today, and instead it's 6. That's how... Such fine margins. Such fine margins. Palace not scoring against 10-man Forest and... West Ham throwing it away in the last minute against Chelsea. That has been the difference between a 6-point gap at the bottom and a 2-point gap at the bottom. Just all change, all different. Celtic now 2-0 up against Falkirk. Connor says, hopefully this will be an entertaining game, but I can't see it. Well, do you know what? We all thought before the United game that it would be a bit of a basketball game. It would be end-to-end and we'd get lots of goals. In the Newcastle-Liverpool game, everyone said it's going to be end-to-end. There's going to be chances at both ends, lots of goals. There was. So again, we've had 5 goals in the Liverpool-Newcastle game, 5 goals in the United-Fulham game, I think we've had entertaining spectacles in both of them. Not the result I wanted, admittedly, in the United game, but there's been entertainment at least. Maybe we are just starting to get a bit of entertainment back in the Premier League. Maybe we're starting to get our Premier League football back. Jason, United only 5 points adrift. 5 points adrift of what? 5 points adrift? 5 points adrift. I've never heard of such nonsense. United are not behind. They're not behind Villa or City. They're just ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool. That's the difference. United are absolutely not looking up. They're looking over their shoulder. They were poor today, United. Ronnie, how many games will Todibo miss for West Ham? Was it violent conduct that he got sent off for? If it is, then it's 3-match ban. So Sharda, for example, Sharda for Brentford, he will miss 3 matches because it was a straight red. So Sharda will miss the games against Newcastle, Arsenal, and Macclesfield in the FA Cup, which he probably wouldn't have played anyway. But as a result of Sharda getting a red card, he now misses Newcastle and Arsenal. Todibo, I don't know if... Did he actually get sent off for violent conduct? I would guess maybe. Todibo. What game? Who've West Ham got coming up? Who's West Ham's next fixtures? Burnley away and Man United. What a surprise. Lisha, good afternoon, chat. What happened, eh? I'm back. I told you we win. Love a Kieran Thomas cry compilation. We will win the league. That's my next bet. You're going to come against that too, so I can come back. Listen, we said 3 or 4 games, didn't we? It's been 1. It's been 1. Harshon Awane, welcome to the Matchday Squad. Cheers for joining the Premier League Dad Matchday Squad, Harshon. Yeah, you'll get regular, every single week, Premier League Dad members-only videos and lives now. So, welcome to the club, mate. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. Harshon Awane 9575. Good to have it in the club, mate. I am a sofa. I hope Spurs get something in this game. I think they will. I think they will get something. Yeah. Sarah Hakey, 12.8k subs now. Yeah, fly. Hey, we might, you never know. We could potentially hit. I don't think we will hit 13 before the end of the day, but maybe 13 for tomorrow. Who knows? Jake, the top 4 races heating up between 4th and 7th. There is only 5 points in it. Stephen Brown, thanks for the laughs this morning. Kevin, from a United fan. Kevin was the goal scorer for Fulham. I'm key. Jake, how's it going? Ronnie, he's had his hands around his neck. Oh, well then, yeah, it'd be violent conduct, in which case it'll be a 3-match ban. Right, let's go through the Spurs and City lineups because we're about to kick off. We've got 3 minutes to go to kick off. So let's do a Spurs and City. Let's do the Spurs and City lineups. Right, so Spurs. Oh no, we'll go City. City have got Donnarumma in goal. They've got Nico O'Reilly, Mark Gay, Kusanov, and Nunes at the back. Rodri starts in midfield with Ait Nouri off the left, Semenyo off the right, Silva and Cherky alongside him in midfield, and Erling Haaland up front. Ait Nouri playing in an advanced left wing position. What do we make of that? What do we make of that? Up the Toffees. Opinion on our recent form. Reckon we still get Europe, lad. I don't think Everton get Europe at all, mate. No, I think, listen, you get a good result against Brighton yesterday. It's a good point away, but Everton's home form is still pretty poor, isn't it? It's not been not had a great time at the Hill Dickinson. Not quite a fortress yet. That'll take some time, but yeah, I think, is it 1 win in 6 or 1 win in 7 at home? It's a difficult run of fixtures, and admit it. I look at Everton, I still think, you can perform. You had a great win away at Villa Park. Decent performance yesterday. You managed to scrape a point against Brighton, but I still don't think that Everton can make the top set. It's certainly not the top 6. Top 7, you could maybe squeeze into 7th if you were very, very fortunate and you signed another couple of players in January, but you're not going to, are you? Jake Key, what's your score prediction for City next week? Oh, wait, let's come to that after this one. Let's see. Let's see how this one fares first, Jake. For Spurs, by the way, it's Vicario in goal. It's Gray, Romero, Dragosine and Udogie at the back. Gallagher starts for Spurs with Palhinha and Bissouma in midfield. Not so keen on Bissouma. And then it's Kolo Muani, Solanke and Xavi Simons. I can only imagine that's going to be like a traditional 4-4-2. Maybe with a block, with a box midfield. That looks like we're going to see Gallagher, Palhinha, Bissouma and Simons as a box midfield. It's not going to be a 4-3-3 from Spurs. That's going to be a 4-4-2 with Kolo Muani just off Solanke, sometimes dropping in to make it a 5. I would be very, very surprised if it's 4-3-3. Archie Gray at the back, Romero, Dragosine, Udogie, Gallagher, Palhinha, Bissouma, Kolo Muani, Solanke, Simons. Liam Manning, afternoon key, let's go City. Yes, Liam. I'm going to have to have a little cheeky look and see what's going on from... Here we go. Oh, we're off. We're off and underway. I was going to see if I could put a little cheeky acca on, maybe. Bruno is 10 assists away from breaking the record. What record? What record is Bruno so close to breaking? Surely he's not that close. Up the toffees, I reckon if we push on and stop fannying around and get a couple of recents under our belt, we could squeeze into that Conference League spot and then really will show this squad's capability to play twice a week. You're so stretched though, mate, aren't you? You're so stretched, Everton. Like, Mikalenko, I mean, Branthwaite, it's been an absolute... Branthwaite's a revelation for Everton. If he stays fit, he could be the difference between maybe you being top half and being bottom half, for example. But I don't think, even with Branthwaite, you're just lacking a goal scorer. You're lacking, obviously with Grealish going out now. I know you've got Illiman and Dye, you've got Dewsbury Hall, and Tyler Diblin yet to really get amongst it. Dwight McNeil. That's just not a side that screams Europe to me. And it's not really an awful lot of depth. Butterborn says Spurs underdogs will win this one. I feel it in my pattern baldness route. Well, City into the box with Semenyo. Good effort, but Vicario manages to keep it out. La Pulga Premier League assist in a season record. He's not breaking the Premier League assist in a season record. Right. Let's have a little look, see if we can do a... Liam, are you going to do a transfer deadline day stream tomorrow? No. Mate, there's nothing happening. There really isn't anything happening. And tomorrow we're doing Sunderland against Burnley. So we'll be live for Sunderland Burnley. That might double up as a... What time does the transfer window shut? Is it midnight again? What time does it shut? Do we know? Reece, thoughts on Archie Gray, pal? Not someone who I've understood the big reputation and hype he gets. A player who's been elevated based on the family name, I feel. I really like Archie Gray. I'm not just trying to be contrarian, but I've said it in a few streams, mate. So just to stay consistent, I really like him. I think the problem he's had at Spurs is that he's been maybe foisted into like so many different roles. He's played at centre mid, he's played at number 6, he's played at both full-back positions and at centre-back. He's kind of been moved around, so we've never really got to see the best of him. He's a little bit James Milner at the minute, and I think they can make... If he goes to somewhere else, they can make a real... Or if he gets the chance at Spurs, I think he could be a specialist number 6. I think he's got the ability to knock the ball around and be a really tidy player in that midfield. But yeah, at the minute he's getting pushed back into full-back and at centre-back. He's playing right-back today. He's not a right-back. Archie Gray's not a right-back. But around 7 p.m. Oh, so it's over basically by the time that we go live. Could maybe go live a touch earlier. Could maybe go back to like 6:30. Could do a 6:30 live and just catch the last 30 minutes of it. I don't know. I'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Ball switched over to the right-hand side with Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani ball in. Cleared away. Right. Cherky to score or assist. Let's do a wild one for a shot on target. Ait Nori shot on target. I don't know why. Rayan Cherky score or assist. Ait Nori shot on target. Do you know what? I'm not even doing score or assist. That's stupid. No, do you know what? Cherky score or assist. Ait Nori with a shot on target. I'm going for it. And City to win. Not City or draw. City to win. Results. City to win. That's what I'm going for. Both teams to score. No. City to win to 0. Ryan Ait Nori with a shot on target and Cherky with the assist. To score or assist. I'm going for it. There you go. Come at me. City to win. Both teams to score. No. Ait Nori with a shot on target and Cherky to score or assist. Have a bit of that. Oh, do you know what? Bizarrely, Nico O'Reilly's playing further forward than Ait Nori, isn't he? That was silly. La Pulga, that was Real Madrid's 19th penalty of the season. What do you even say at this point? And Liam Manny Gray's a midfielder that played defence for us when we had him. Good little player in the coming years. He'll be great. First half, 1.5 goals. That's not a bad shout. That is not a bad shout. Harshawane, first half, 1.5. Yeah. Half, highest scoring half. First half, second half. Both teams to score. Goals in the first half. You can't even do like half here. Goals, match result, total goals in the half over 1.5 is 2.63. What do we think? Reese, is Jed Spence injured? I think he is, yeah. I think Jed Spence is out injured. Or he picked up a knock. But either way, they tend to prefer a doggy when he's fit. When he's fit, he starts. Jed Spence is not on the bench. No. He's not on the bench. So I must assume that he's injured. Lucas, I'm saying Semenyo and Haaland to score. Mbappe missed a tap-in. Torbs, hi Key. I'm having tea, dinner, and chicken, milk and fruit. Come on, Blues. Chicken, milk and fruit. Nice. Tiatana, never really understood what does 1.5 goals in the first half mean. You can't score half a goal. It means, basically, it means 2 goals or more. So over 1.5 means that there's 2. At least 2. Because here's the thing, if you can't do, if you put over 2 or over 1 would work. But then what happens if there's just 1? It's just a way of settling it, basically. So it's a way of making it easier to understand, bizarrely, I guess. There's over 0.5, which means at least there's going to be a goal in the game. Over 1.5, which means there's going to be at least 2. It's just how they tend to do these things as 0.5s. City, ooh, unlucky. It says, I hope that chicken, milk and fruit's not in the same bowl. Yeah, it sounds nasty, that, chicken, milk and fruit. Come on, City. No, milk on the side and chicken fruit in a wrap. Chicken and fruit in a wrap. Chicken and fruit in a wrap. Eh? No, I can't say I've ever had chicken and fruit in a wrap. It's new. It's a totally new one on me. I don't mind fruit and I love chicken, but I don't know if I'd love chicken and fruit together. It's a totally new one on me. That cuisine is yet to reach St. Helens. Keys face chicken and fruit. What fruit? Do you know what I mean? I don't know what fruit it would be. Technically, a tomato's a fruit, isn't it? So, chicken and tomato, maybe. Could live with chicken and tomato. I guess that would be fruit. But if it's like chicken and tangerines, or chicken and watermelon, chicken and, I don't know, chicken and grapefruit, I don't know. I'm not sure I love either of them. How's the game? There's not really an awful lot happening. Here's Cherky. Haaland's just been wrestled to the floor. Cherky with a strike. Yeah! It's 1-0. It's Ryan Cherky to score or assist, and I've got it. I've got Cherky to score or assist. It's 1-0 City. Come on then. Yes. Tottenham 0, City 1. Game is flying already. Fast start for City. Love that. Great finish from Ryan Cherky. The Beta Verts, as they call him. Aldi Verts. Little Verts. It's a great finish. It's not quite Florian Verts, but it's fantastic from Ryan Cherky. And there you go. It's a great finish. 1-0 City. Oh, come on, what it? 1-0 City. Let's have that. Razine says, Key, I think this will be a very entertaining, cagey game. I think City will win 2-1 with Haaland getting a brace. What do you think, bro? And, well, at the minute, Cherky putting them 1-0 in front. That's a nice, easy start for City. I take the prediction back. Reese, chicken, pineapple, mango, coconut make up Caribbean dishes. I know, but I coconut and chicken. I don't know. I kind of don't even see coconut as a fruit. I know it is a fruit, but it's more like a, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a fruit, does it? Pineapple, mango, yeah, I get it. It's made, like, they make sauces with it, but you don't actually put mango and pineapple with it. It's like people who have pineapple on the pizza. You're weird. Weird people. What in the heck was that Spurs defence? And Cherky with the goal, Haaland with the assist. Here's City down the left-hand side with Semenyo. Pulled back. Spurs hanging on now. It's looking like more and more like City might actually kill the game off. Marcus Vincent is a bit embarrassing for a Liverpool fan to cheer for Man City, ain't it? Not really, no. Why is it embarrassing for a Liverpool fan to cheer for City? Liverpool fans cheer for everyone who plays Man United. Anyone who's playing Man United, Liverpool cheer for. Pretty much anyone who plays against Everton, unless it's United. Yeah. And then it's a draw all round. But you'd be amazed who football fans will cheer for if they're playing against the team you don't like. Yeah. Welsh Ring says how Thomas Frank is still there is beyond me. Awful football. Keith Andrews already outdoing his legacy at Brentford in one season. I mean, Keith Andrews is absolutely pulling off a worldie at the minute, but I just feel like with Tottenham, they're so much worse than where Brentford were last season. This Tottenham side, I do feel, are structurally worse than Brentford. He'd never had coconut. I'm not a fan of coconut, to be honest. Yeah, not a fan of coconut. Don't even like a Bounty. I don't mind coconut like if it's on rice or something like that. Maybe I'll try it one day. Should do. I mean, give it a whirl. Try everything once. Try everything once. Carlos Brown, it's a fact. It's almost like Tottenham let Man City score that goal. And LG says, good result for Brentford today. 1-0 win against Villa. Excellent result for Brentford. It's a claim for a free kick for City. They're not going to get it, though. Spurs really are hanging on. Here's Bernardo Silva. Josh, City took how many titles from Liverpool? Stole, gay, and still you twerk for City. That hate of Arsenal you must have genuinely must be off the scale. No, not at all. Not at all, Josh. Welsh Wing, not really remember Brentford sold all their players in the summer after Frank went. They sold two. They sold them Burmo and Wissa. And they brought in Ouattara, who I genuinely think Ouattara is a really top player. But yeah, I don't really think, apart from Burmo and Wissa going, they hung on to a lot of the top players. They added, Kelleher's come in and done really well for them. Nathan Collins is still there. Sharda's unbelievable. Damsgaard's still doing really well. Yusuf, you don't even celebrate when Liverpool scores. Well, again, Yusuf, check the Liverpool-Newcastle game last night, Cock. I think you'll see how different it was. Bounty dark chocolate, they don't make them anymore, just milk chocolate one. Lisha, I love coconut water though, great for you too. Mix it with soy sauce. Soy sauce and coconut water. Fucking hell, Lisha. Swerve that. Chell, that was the red Bounty if I remember. Never had a Bounty, but I remember the red one in shops. Andrews for manager of the season, surely, or coach of the year. Certainly up there, isn't he? Yeah. Certainly doing well. Razine, in my hometown, there is a very popular dish, which is coconut rice and squid curry. Squid curry. Not a lover of squid curry. Erling Haaland's in here. Should be 2. Haaland, lob. Oh, roof of the net. Unlucky Erling Haaland. Very nearly 2-0 City. They are flying here. Pep is looking very frustrated. It's a lovely little ball over the top. It's a nothing ball, really. Just one simple, straight ball. I'm telling you, Spurs, you've got problems when one simple ball over the top like that is enough to get a striker in behind. That is a real problem for Spurs. That is a massive problem for Spurs. David says, no, it's not a good result from Brentford. Helps manufactured. Man United aren't getting anywhere in the top 4, mate. You don't have to worry about Man United. Don't worry about United at all. David, Arteta, man of season. No, you don't get manager of the season for spending more than everyone else and winning nothing for 6 years. Reece, Spurs a literal dog shite. Don't wonder less who scored, Key. It was Cherky who scored. Yeah, Cherky with a strike. That's on ball, ref. Reece, Spurs don't want this. They're rolling over. The towel is truly being thrown in. And teaching Tony. Good afternoon. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. How are things? Spurs down the right-hand side. Good tackle. Very good tackle from Kusanov. He's doing very well since he's come in. And here's Aït-Nouri into Rodri. David, bitter. David, stick around, mate. If you can have, if you're able to have intelligent football conversations and you like them, you'll find we're all right here. You'll find we're okay. Shell, haven't Spurs got lots of injuries? They've got a few. Yeah, they've got a few. Not enough that I would say that they should be, capitulating to this extent. But yeah, they're not blessed. Got a few injuries. Teaching Tony 5 to win 57 parlay. Stuttgart, Real Madrid, both Manchester clubs, Dortmund and Celtics, Pistons, basketball. Wonder less all my days I was thinking of doing that, Key. What the hell? Go for it. It's your call. Totally your call. Don't take it off me. David, Liverpool spend more than us. No, they don't. No, they don't. Again, Google's free. We can do this over and over again. Plenty of Arsenal fans come in saying that they've spent more than Liverpool. They do it every year. David, I've seen you. I watch because I do enjoy your meltdowns. Good lad. Listen, that tends to be where people sometimes are coming from, is the fan reaction places. You've seen 30 seconds of a clip, and then you come to the channel, and then a lot of people stick around because they realise I'm not actually that bad. Teaching Tony, hit the like button. He has 80 in here and only 17 likes. Cheers, mate. Thank you. David, yes, they have. Not, mate, again, they've not. Arsenal spent more than, I think it was nearly 30 million more than Liverpool. Spent quite a bit more than us last summer. Spurs fans now up for it. Players don't look bothered. Teaching Tony, I've never seen Key meltdown. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. No way it breaks. This game is a win-win. If Tottenham takes points off City, I'm happy. And if City destroys them, it's hilarious. That was kind of what I was like last night with United Arsenal. I was happy either way. Oh, that might be a yellow card. I think it will be. Yep, yellow card for Kusanov. He came flying out and he's side down. Is it Conor Gallagher he gets here? Kusanov takes a heavy touch. Whoa, he flew into Conor Gallagher there. Poof. Yeah, really does catch him. Aid Kusanov from RC Lens, I think. Only on the Everton games, Key. Yeah, Everton throwing it, winning it in the last second. United winning it in the last second. Any of them will probably send me into a meltdown. I think they'll send anyone, to be fair. LG, this fixture does not affect the table, to be honest. Only if Spurs grab a win. City are going to win it, and they're going to win it comfortably, and it's going to be a nice, easy, calm, casual, relaxing fixture. David Gardner, come on Spurs. See, Arsenal fans cheering on Spurs. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Life of Justin, a red card to spice up this game. I need an Ait-Nouri shot on target. I don't know why, bizarrely, I went for an Ait-Nouri shot on target. Survey won't be a red. Gordon's tackle on Alisson wasn't a red. That won't be either. Oh, it's a great touch, and City are in with Cherky again. He's got Semenyo in the middle. Oh, what are you doing, Cherky? Oh, he's in the area. Chance. Good run, Cherky. Oh, my goodness me. If he puts that in, that is absolutely sensational. Very nearly 2. Shell, is this your last game, Key? It is tonight, yeah. This is the last one today. We're back tomorrow for Sunderland and Burnley. So a bit of an early finish tonight, Shell. To be honest, I was going to do... there is a late game on tonight as well in La Liga. I think it's La Liga. Is it La Liga we were going to do? Let me have a look. Oh no, Parma against Juventus tonight I was going to do. But thought against it, to be honest. Parma against Juventus. Strasbourg against PSG. Bilbao v Real Sociedad. I was even going to think about I was going to do Flamengo v Corinthians in the Supercopa do Brasil. Yeah, Flamengo v Corinthians. Lucas Paquetá about to make his debut. Memphis Depay. Ben Hughes, Cherky destroying Chick King FC, and Nostalgia Bunker. Spurs and Man City are one fan base today. The funds from City will be sent if Spurs know their roles and their place. It's going to be a bit of a flat one. I think everyone would have expected City to win this one quite comfortably, and it's kind of panning out that way, to be honest. If anything, it looks more likely that, yeah, City will run away with it by the end of the first half. Butterbong, can you do... Brazil, are you doing a live on Barca Albacete in midweek? Albacete knocked out Real Madrid from the Copa del Rey. I would have liked to, mate. No, but do you know what? When is Barca Albacete? Tuesday night, it's Arsenal-Chelsea, isn't it? Oh, it's Albacete-Barca at the same time. I can't miss Arsenal-Chelsea. I think Arsenal-Chelsea's going to be the better game, isn't it? We'll do Arsenal-Chelsea on Tuesday. Wednesday, City and Newcastle. I mean, that one could be an absolute whitewash, to be honest. There's not really any other games on Wednesday, though. That's the problem. City-Newcastle 2-0 up from the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. There's Valencia v Athletic Bilbao, Inter v Torino, Aberdeen v Celtic. Santos v Sao Paulo maybe as well. But no, I'm going to be watching City Newcastle on Wednesday. And then Thursday night, we've got Atalanta against Juventus in the Coppa Italia quarter-final. Before Friday night, we've got Leeds United v Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. A little bit of Friday night football. So hopefully you'll join me for that one. David says Spurs have been a bit of a bogey team. Fingers crossed. They have, yeah, over the years. Spurs definitely have they beat City earlier in the season, didn't they? Beat them at the Etihad. They were by far the better team as well. Nostalgia Bunker debating getting rid of Haaland from PFL for a few games. He's been quiet for a while. Josh, hold on. David gets offered out to fight and he gets the telling off from the admin. Great job you're doing there. Well done. I didn't see anyone get offered out to fight. But either way, I mean, to be honest, if the admin have told him to just chill out, he's chilled out, he's fine. What's the problem? Why are you inflaming the situation? David's sound. He came in hot, he came in to have a go, and he's sound now. It's now talking football. What's the problem? Chill out, Josh, mate. Just stop looking for trouble. Stop looking for trouble. Just enjoy life, mate. Just enjoy life. Have a chat. It's all good. We're all friends here. Noel Break says someone real from almost the moment they let go of Pochettino, who got them to a Champions League final. They've just nosedived as a club. It's been a difficult few years for Spurs. Since Kane's gone, obviously Son has age catches up to everyone. So Son, Kane, Dele Alli, sadly, not the player that he once was. Pochettino left, and yeah, it's been a weird few years for Spurs. Nostalgia Bunker Ben Tesco put Man United through the self-checkout today. David, we all love a bit of drama. Absolutely. Well, listen, it is good to have you in, David. It's good to have you in. Arsenal fan or not, we're all friends here. Got plenty of Arsenal fans in, plenty of Chelsea fans, plenty of City fans. Bit of everyone in the chat, including United fans and Everton. Brady with Gay coming in now. Does that slightly increase City's chances of winning the Champions League? Yeah. I mean, look, it makes them a better team. But at the end of the day, the Champions League is never usually won by the best team in Europe. Not always, anyway. It's quite frequently won by just a team that is able to perform in the big occasion. And, there's been plenty of examples of teams who are nowhere near the best team in Europe winning the Champions League. Liverpool being one, to be fair, in 2004, 2005. We won it against maybe one of the best Milan sides ever. You go through that Milan side from back to front. Cafu, Maldini, Stam, Nesta, Pirlo, Kaká, Shevchenko, Crespo, against Jimmy Traore, Luis Garcia, Milan Barros, Gibril Cisse, basically just Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, Sami Hyypiä, Xabi Alonso, our four and them lot, that was it. Mateta going to Milan, Jørgen Strand Larsen going to Palace, and Wolves get Adam Armstrong. That looks like they're preparing for the Championship now, doesn't it, sadly? Empty, Eric Dyer left, no more Emerson Royale or Davinson Sanchez either. Yeah, they've lost a fair few players. Nostalgia Bunker Cup tournaments are won by the side that turns up on the day, that's true. And LG, I can't make Thursday, I got cricket training. No worries, LG. Listen, you come in as and when you can do, mate. It's always good to see you, always good to talk football with you. So yeah, you come in when you can. Really appreciate everyone in the chat. If you haven't yet, hit the like button, make sure you've subscribed. Ben, underrated team, to be fair. Which one, Milan or Liverpool? The Milan side was very, very good. But there's lots of them. I mean, you look at Porto. Porto won it. The Chelsea side that won it. There's not too many, actually, if you look up. I think even the Real Madrid side. I actually think the Real Madrid side that beat Liverpool in Paris was Liverpool. It was Liverpool, Real Madrid in Kiev. I think Real Madrid that season were the best side in Europe. But Liverpool were very unlucky on the night. When we played them a few years later in Paris, I genuinely believe Liverpool were the best side in Europe at that time. We'd won. We literally lost. We lost the Premier League on the final kick of the day, on the final kick of the game with Gundogan for City. We literally lost it on the final day to City, and we were on for the quadruple. We'd won the FA Cup. We'd won the League Cup. We were in the Champions League final, and we lost the Premier League on the final day. Nobody has ever taken a quadruple as close as Liverpool did that season. And I genuinely believe we were the best side in Europe at that point, and we lost it to, obviously, a Vinicius goal, which we were the better side. Courtois was just incredible that night. No, wait, Breaks. As much as you hate Arsenal's style of play, it's built to win multiple competitions. Possibly. Possibly. I mean, they should do. Again, they've got the squad for it this season, Arsenal. But they frequently flop, don't they? They frequently bottled it at times. So it wouldn't be a surprise if Arsenal didn't win the lot. Callum, get the quizzes going. This game, City, 17-18 for me. City or Juventus was better than Madrid, then Kiev, yeah. And we need a City goal in this game to make it more interesting. Here's Spurs. We might get a Spurs goal. Kolo Muani pulls it back. Oh, couldn't get to it, and it's offside anyway. He's offside anyway, quite comfortably offside. Michaela Gomez, I don't even know what that means, mate. Bennett was offside too, came off Valverde's toe. And Noah Breaks, Slot is the only manager to figure out how to set up against us. Wouldn't be excited to draw Liverpool in the Champions League. The thing is, Arsenal didn't do terrifically well against Forest. You got beat against United, you got beat against us at Anfield, and you got battered against us at the Emirates, to be honest. I don't necessarily think it's a tactical thing with Arsenal. Arteta will have them very rigid and very well organised It's just whether or not you can break teams down. And if you can, off those set pieces, then, you might well win it. Welsh wing, Xavi Simons is making my blood boil. Why? He's not done anything really with it so far, but Spurs as a whole have been... Look how deep they're defending. You've got to be a lot more aggressive than they are, Got to be a lot more aggressive. Haaland. Oh, nearly 2-0 Erling Haaland. Oh. Spurs now coming forward. Here is Xavi Simons. Now City on the counter-attack with Semenyo. Go on, lad. Get at him. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul. How are you not giving that? That is a foul. That was a clear foul. Now Simons on the counter-attack. Game's getting a lot more stretched. Kolo Muani. Chance for Spurs. Must be. Iti. Oh, why are you fannying around with it again? Oh, Welsh wing. I know exactly why you're getting frustrated with him. Oh, Xavi Simons. You absolute donut there. Great ball out now to Semenyo. City, can they counter? It's a big chance for City here. They've got Haaland in the middle. If he can get at him, that's a foul, ref. It's a corner, I think, as a minimum anyway. LG, could City take the league from Arsenal as they're only 4 points if Arsenal win this and 14 games to go, or City win to this? Yeah, listen, City absolutely can still win the league. The problem is, do we think Arsenal will throw it away? Chance here, Xavi Simons. Spurs are just slightly coming back into it. They've got to be a bit better with their pass selection, though. That's a foul from Xavi Simons. That should be a yellow card as well. Should be a yellow card. Welsh wing says, Xavi again falling over. Get off the pitch, you donkey. Brendan Key, will you ever give Arsenal credit for anything? Because every time I listen to you, you criticise Arsenal. You want to listen to me more then, mate? Yeah, listen to me more, because I do say an awful lot of positive things about Arsenal. Razin, Real Madrid have already reached 11 penalties this La Liga season, just 3 short of their all-time record of 14 set last season, with 16 games still to go. And Callum, I can see why Xavi Simons didn't make it at PSG or at Barca. He's shite. Brandon says, then why is Arsenal always a topic here? Because Arsenal fans continually come in during games that don't involve them, like you, and ask questions about Arsenal. We're not even talking about Arsenal, mate. We're talking very much about Spurs and City right now, but you've come in and made it about Arsenal. So now we're talking about Arsenal. And then what will happen is, while we're talking about Arsenal, someone else will come in and go, oh, look, he's talking about Arsenal again. This is what happens. But yeah, you'll be surprised. If you watch any more than me, of me, than a 30-second clip on fan reactions, you'll know that I say an awful lot of positive things about Arsenal. Adam says City with all the youth development still buying their way out of trouble is concerning. That'll just mean that the youth don't keep going there, though, won't it? Surely if you're a young player and City continually keep buying players that block them, that, you know, stop them coming through, then the best young players are not going to choose Manchester City anymore. Brandon, I always listen. Stop talking bull. What do you mean stop talking bull? What bull have I said? What are you specifically talking about? Just honestly, sir, just leave him. Just let him say his piece. It's all good. As long as they're not being offensive. As long as they're not being offensive or having a go at anyone in particular, just leave him be. Life of Justin Brandon, just enjoy the game, for fuck's sake. Yeah, not too many people just can't do it, can they? You've timed him out. Fair enough. I'd just leave him generally. Like when they come in like that, just let him say his piece. You don't even need to time him out. Usually the people like that will just time themselves out. Unless they're spamming or they're being mega offensive, then I'd just leave him be. It's not worth it. Just creating more hassle for everyone. Man United finished top 4 and Liverpool below that. What are the chances? Man United won't finish ahead of Liverpool. David, ignore them and they'll go away. That's it, David. That's it. They only come in here for a little 2 minutes. No worries about the caps. Key, they only hear the only negative thing you say about Arsenal. Ignore the positives. Well, that's true. Yeah. I literally said in the very last stream that Arsenal are the best team in the world. And they're like, yeah, but you said once that we only score from corners, so, like, you just keep talking bull, mate. Noah Brick says, City's biggest problem is I believe they need to beat us, and all we need is a draw. I know, but City can. I think that's the problem. I think if Arsenal needed to win, which you have done in previous years, you've gone there and you've struggled against them to win, whereas I think... I don't know. I guess it depends. I guess at some point Arsenal are going to have to go and beat a title winner, a contender, a title contender, and they don't. They're not doing it, and that'll be a reflection of Arsenal's season if they've lost to Liverpool, lost to Villa, drew with Liverpool, and then they've drawn with City, and if they don't beat City at the Etihad, then again that'll just be a reflection of the fact that they've won the league by just beating the dross, basically. They've not actually beaten the best of the best. Still a long way to go. Absolutely true. La Pulga, how's the game coming along, guys? My streaming platform just crashed. It's been pretty dull, to be honest. Cherky scored after about 15 minutes, and after that, the game has just descended into pretty lifelessness. There's not been any real chances. Welsh Ring, want to know the funny thing? City have been equally poor. Yeah, City haven't been great here. Since they got the goal, City have sat off. City would beat Arsenal right now. No, they wouldn't, Callum. No, Arsenal would beat City. If they played them right now, I think Arsenal would beat them. City need momentum. And I think they're still growing as a team. I think Gay, Semenyo coming in is a big factor. I think Kusanov is developing as a player. He needs a few more games alongside Mark Gay, and I think they'll be a good partnership then. Obviously, if they can get a Diaz, a Guardiola, Stones, or someone back, that would be fantastic too. But no, I think City need a few more games. They when they do play Arsenal in a couple of months' time, yeah, I think they can hurt them. Lee Bramley, United are going to finish top 3. Not a chance. United don't finish top 4. I don't even think United finish top 5, if I'm dead honest with you. I think it'll be Liverpool, Villa and Chelsea in the top 5 with Arsenal and City. Welsh Ring says, why? The reason we haven't won the league is performances against the bottom half, not the top. This year they've beaten the bottom and will finally win the league. Yeah, but that's my point. Like, that you'll win the league as a result of... Oh, is that Ait Nouri as well? Ait Nouri, all I need is a shot on target from him. Yeah, you at the end of the day, you'll have beaten the bottom sides consistently, but you won't have beaten the top sides. And if you win the league having not beaten the top side, that's like the most Arsenal thing ever, isn't it? That's what everyone's kind of having a pop at Arsenal about. Everton finishing 7th. City are in again here. Chance for Semenyo. Should be 2. It is 2. Semenyo puts it away. It's a great goal from Semenyo. And there you go. 2-0. It's 2-0. You want to be careful doing them backflips, lad. He's just done a backflip and nearly fell over and done his ankle, done his ACL. I tell you what, if Pep Guardiola sees him doing them, he will not be happy. Especially if he hurts himself. Lord Yorkshire, thank you for helping United. Twice you predicted 3-2. I know you went 2-3, but 3-2 it was. One game at a time. Tom Bowers came for the halftime trivia. Cheers, Tom. Cheers, Tom. That's a great pass. And again, Bernardo Silva just lays it into the path of Semenyo and it's 2-0. Game done, boyo. Great finish, that. They're in again here if they're not careful, Spurs. Vicario gets it away. Spurs pass the ball out of play. This is shocking. This is shocking. Great signing for City. Welsh Wing says game over. Spurs are crap, but if City are serious, they go in at half-time 4-0. DJ Mo, how's it going, Mo? Good to see you, man. Razine says Semenyo's only player to score against Spurs with 2 different teams in a single season since Cantona. Wow. And Norway Break says he wanted Arsenal and we may regret not making that move. But again, mate, you've got loads of wingers. You've got Trossard, Martinelli, Eze, Madueke, Saka. Like, you would, why on earth would you have gone and got Semenyo? This is why I can't understand the Alvarez links. You've got Jesus, Havertz, Gyökeres. Like, where are you fitting in Alvarez? I genuinely think there's a lot of players who are going to leave Arsenal this summer. A lot of players. That's the only justification I can see for it. Like, and it won't just be like a couple of small players, like the ones that I actually genuinely think there's going to be a few players leaving that they don't necessarily want to leave. Like, I think a Martinelli might look at it and go, I've had enough. I think an Odegaard will maybe look at moving on. Maybe Eze, to be honest. Maybe Eze goes. Aid Bird says Thomas Frank for the sack. Could well be. 3 stars says I'd find any player doing a backflip after scoring, just like a player trying to look at becoming the next Welsh when they play Palace. Welsh wing Marino's going to be out for months, and I would tell Trossard and Martinelli in a heartbeat for Semenyo. Yeah, but you weren't going to, were you? That's my point. And Trossard was never ever going to accept being 3rd or 4th choice or whatever behind those players. So Semenyo was never ever going to be coming in ahead of. I think Martinelli's better than Semenyo, I'll be honest with you. Semenyo's in a really good run of form, but yeah, I think Martinelli's a much better player than him. Shell, Juve on TNT after key. Yeah, it is, yeah. TNT tonight. I was going to do that game, but I'm going to give it a miss. Got our half-time quiz ready. Adam says Alvarez will start ahead of Gyökeres. Trossard turns 32. I agree that Trossard will leave, but you've also got other players in and around that team that will need minutes. Like Eze is going to have to be. Eze's going to have to be getting more minutes. He's never going to accept it. Eze's not going to be in the World Cup squad. Simons, strike on target. There you go. Welsh wing, I think Odegaard goes before Eze. He looks like he doesn't want to be here. And who've Juve got, Shell? They've got Parma tonight in Serie A. We're doing Juventus against Atalanta in the Coppa Italia quarter-final on Thursday night. But tonight they're playing Parma. So I was going to do a little bit of a Yildiz watch tonight. But I thought I'd leave it. I'm going to do this one, and then that's me done. I'm going to focus on some other bits and bobs on the channel. Then I'll be live tomorrow for Sunderland Burnley. It's half-time. Half-time. Okay. Let's do our half-time quiz. Razine says, Key, I haven't watched the last few Arsenal matches. Last time I saw was the boring game against Liverpool. How is Jesus performing? Jesus has done really well, yeah. I thought he did well when he came off the bench against Villa. He obviously scored against Inter Milan in the Champions League. He scored a great goal against Leeds yesterday. Yeah, Jesus for me is their best centre-forward. I'll watch it with me pups. Enjoy it, Shell. Adam says Eze was dropped because he lost Matty Cash in that Villa loss. That was an eternity ago. Arteta needs to forgive him. But I just feel like he's always going to choose Odegaard, isn't he? Odegaard's always going to get in ahead of Eze because that's his captain and he trusts him and he relies on him and he knows where he needs to be in his Arteta system defensively and offensively. He knows what he wants from him. So I think he's always going to back his Odegaard, his captain, over Eze. And that's why Eze is on the bench more often than not and probably doesn't make the World Cup squad as a result, which he's not going to be happy about, is he? Right. Half-time quiz. Okay. Half-time quiz. There are 30 players. 30 players in the top 15 scorers for Manchester City and the top 15 scorers for Spurs in Premier League history. Top 15 Manchester City goal scorers, top 15 Spurs goal scorers. I've got 30 players written down in front of me. Name them. Get your answers in the chat. Tom says Havertz is now the choice of number 10 in a three-man midfield. Arteta is a mad lad. If Havertz is now that number 10, then Odegaard and Eze aren't going to get a kick at all, are they? It's just baffling. It's baffling. Robbie Keane, Aguero. Yeah, Robbie Keane is 4th. Aguero is 1st for Manchester City. Harry Kane is 1st. Heung-min Son is 2nd for City. Erling Haaland is 2nd for City behind Aguero. So we've got Aguero, Haaland, Kane, Son and Keane. All of them are correct. Kevin De Bruyne is 4th. Yeah. Jamie Vardy's better than Harry Kane. Not Sherwood. No. Not Hargreaves. Sterling. Raheem Sterling is 3rd for Manchester City. Silva. I'll give you both Silvers. Yes, David Silva is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. David Silva is 7th. Bernardo Silva is 13th. Anelka. Nicholas Anelka is 14th. Yes. And Jermaine Defoe is 5th for Spurs. Jurgen Klinsmann is 14th. Great answer, Tom. Bergkamp. No. Not Gary Lineker. No, not in Premier League history. It's got to be Premier League history. Spurs and Manchester City. Chimey, what about Aaron Lennon? Aaron Lennon is 16th in the list, funnily enough. Why are you saying Dennis Bergkamp, Lucas? Dennis Bergkamp didn't play for either City or Spurs. Gerrard. Stephanie Quinn, you said 2-0. Did I say 2-0? 2-0 to what? What are you on about? Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham is 3rd for Spurs. There you go. You've got the top 5 for Spurs. And you've got the top 4 for City. Sané. No. Not Leroy Sané. Son we've already got. See, the top 5 for Spurs is Kane, Son, Teddy Sheringham, Robbie Keane and Jermaine Defoe. You've got the top 5. I now need 6 to 15, and you've only got Jurgen Klinsmann, who's 14th. Dele Alli, yes, Dele Alli is 7th, and Gareth Bale is 6th, correct. Gareth Bale 6th, Dele Alli 7th, Jurgen Klinsmann 14th. Berbatov is 15th, just behind Jurgen Klinsmann. Gabriel Jesus is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Gabriel Jesus is 9th in the all-time Premier League Manchester City goal scorers list. Not Robbie Fowler, no. Not Robbie Fowler. Soon it will be Sterling. Why do you think Sterling's going to go to Spurs? Eriksen, yes. Christian Eriksen is 8th for Tottenham Hotspur. So says Gary Lineker played till 92, so still Premier League. Not in the Premier League in terms of goals. No, he didn't score any. He didn't score more than Berbatov in the Premier League. Shell. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Sorry. Chami, Yaya Toure. Yep, Yaya Toure was 4th, 5th, 6th top scorer for City in Premier League history. Les Ferdinand, Reese. Great shout. Les Ferdinand is 13th. Lamella isn't in the list. No, you've still got 4 Spurs players to get, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 City players to get. So there's 10 left for you to find. Not Van der Vaart. Dzeko is correct. Dzeko is number 10 in the all-time City goal scorers list. Moussa Dembele, Wanyama, no. Tevez, correct. Tevez is number 8 in the Manchester City all-time goal scorers list. Robbie Keane, we've already got. Pavlyuchenko, no. Moussa Dembele, no. Van der Vaart, no. Lamella, no. Les Ferdinand, we've already got. Robbie Keane, we've already got. Adebayor. Adebayor is 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th in the list for Spurs. Doesn't make the City list. Sigurdsson, no. Darius Vassell, no. Any defenders? No. No defenders. You've got 3... actually, you've got 2 centre-forwards for Spurs and a midfielder. And you've got 1 centre-forward and 3 midfielders for City. Callum, not Company. No, Company's not in there. Played for City for a long time, but no, not Vincent Kompany. Robinho, no. Didn't play for him for long enough. Darren Bent, no. Sané, no. KDB's already in there. Yeah, KDB's 4th in the list. You've already got him. Mahrez is correct. Mahrez is 12th in the all-time Manchester City list. Not Darius Vassell, no. Yaya Toure, we've already got. You're missing number 5 for Manchester City. Number 5, you've still not got. Manchester City's 5th all-time top goal scorer in Premier League history. He's got more than Yaya Toure, more than Tevez, more than David Silva, but less than KDB and Sterling. Not Fernandinho, no. Not Dembele. Defoe we've already got. Aaron Lennon is 16th in the list. Foden, Reese. Well done. Reese got it right. It is Phil Foden. Phil Foden is 5th for Manchester City. Not Jermaine Genius, no. Golter, no. Golter doesn't make the list. Surprisingly, but there is someone from that era. Ilkay Gundogan, yes. Ilkay Gundogan is 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th in the list. So now you only need number 15 for Manchester City and 3 for Tottenham Hotspur. So there's 4 players left to get, and we're very close to half-time. Niall Quinn is correct, Tom Bowers. Yeah, Niall Quinn is 15th in the all-time Manchester City goal scorers list, just ahead of Uwe Rosler. Dzeko we've already got. You've got all of the Manchester City ones now. I'll go through the full Man City list at the end, but you've got all of the Man City ones. You're now looking at the Spurs list. The Spurs list, there's 3 players you are yet to get. You've got Kane, Son, Teddy Sheringham, Robbie Keane, Jermaine Defoe, Gareth Bale, Dele Alli, Christian Eriksen. Then you've got this player, another player, then Adebayor, then another player, then Les Ferdinand, Klinsmann and Berbatov. Alex Bevan, key you bin dipper. Alright Alex, how's it going? Danny Murphy, no, not Danny Murphy. Colin Bell, no. Colin Bell never played in the Premier League, mate. Danny Murphy wasn't at Spurs very long. There's 2 centre forwards and a midfielder. One of the midfielders, this is who you've got left for Spurs, sorry. 2 centre forwards and a midfielder. One of the midfielders went to the World Cup with England. The other one is a centre forward who I don't believe ever got capped by England. Such was the prolific centre forwards England had at the time. So you've got one centre forward who was, I don't think, ever capped by England, and there was a midfielder for Spurs who was taken to the World Cup. Darren Anderton is correct. Darren Anderton, he was the starting left midfielder, wasn't he, at the World Cup in France 1998. It was Anderton in midfield with Batty, Ince and Beckham. Not James Maddison, no, not Jermaine Pennant. Jermaine Pennant never played for either Spurs or City. 2 centre forwards were waiting on for Spurs. 2 Spurs centre forwards. One who was never capped by England. One who played with Erling Haaland's dad. That should give you a bit of a clue. Maybe. Possibly. Not Gaza, no. Gaza, not really around in the Premier League very long. These are only centre forwards now, sir. Not Canuti, no. No, you've got an English centre forward and a Norwegian centre forward. They were both in the 90s, to be fair. Late 90s. LJ says Tottenham aren't using Kolo Muani correctly. Anyway, hi key mate, how are we today? Bloody mental. Red Devils versus Cottagers. Yeah, mad game, mate. Brendan so played for Leeds and Spurs. Well, played for Norway. It's Everson. Yeah, Everson. They got it right. Stefan Everson, centre forward, played with Alf-Inge Haaland, of course, for Norway. Welsh wing Ginola, not Ginola. It is Armstrong. Yes, Chris Armstrong is the final one. Did play for Palace as well, but I don't think he ever got capped by England. I said that without any real understanding of whether or not he did, to be honest. If that was a wrong clue, I apologise. Let me check if he ever did. But I don't think he ever got capped by England. And he's a centre forward who scored an awful lot of goals. Yeah, never ever got capped by England, but he scored 48 goals in 141 appearances for Tottenham. If you get that record in the Premier League now, you're getting a cap for England. You're definitely getting a cap for England. Look at that. There was one season, he got 14 Premier League goals in the 99-2000 season. He got 14 league goals in 31 games. If you get 14 league goals from centre forward this season, you're starting for England, I'm telling you. You're getting... How many goals will Watkins get? I don't know if Watkins gets 14 Premier League goals, you know. How many did he get last season? He got 8 so far this season. He got 16 last year. Yeah, I don't know if... I reckon Ollie Watkins probably gets 14 at a push this season, maybe. Jamie, how is Van der Vaart not on the list? I know, crazy. How is he not on the list? Madness. But he isn't. He isn't on the list. They are the 2 top 15. The top 15... goal scorers for Spurs and Manchester City. The top 15 for Spurs is Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Teddy Sheringham, Robbie Keane, Jermaine Defoe, Gareth Bale, Dele Alli, Christian Eriksen, Chris Armstrong, Stefan Everson, Emmanuel Adebayor, Darren Anderton, Les Ferdinand, Jurgen Klinsmann and Dimitar Berbatov. Spurs have had some very good players over the years. City's top 15 of all time is... Aguero, Haaland, Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Yaya Toure, David Silva, Carlos Tevez, Gabriel Jesus, Edin Dzeko, Ilkay Gundogan, Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Nicolas Anelka, and then Niall Quinn at 15. Eric Nevland. Eric Nevland's not a bad shout. Tom, I'd love to see a Duncan Ferguson in today's game. I think we all would. Right, there's a couple of changes here for Spurs, is it? I think Sarr is about to come on, it's looking like. Don't know if there's maybe another one maybe about to come on. Pap Sarr for Christian Romero. That can only be an injury, can't it? Surely. Why is Pap Sarr coming on and playing centre-back now? Pap Sarr's going to come on and play centre-back. Oh, Spurs are goosed. Spurs are absolutely goosed here. No idea what Spurs are doing. We're off for the second half. Christian Romero has gone off and Pap Sarr is on. Make of that what you will. Tom, surprised Sean Wright-Phillips didn't make the list. He was City's best player for 3 years before moving to Chelsea. City far post header. Oh, nearly 3-0. Very nearly 3-0. Well, I was going to say, after Niall Quinn in 15th, it was Uwe Rosler. Niall Quinn got in 15th on 30 City goals. That's all the goals that Niall Quinn needed to get in 15th. Uwe Rosler was 29. Sean Wright-Phillips was 28. So not too far away. Leroy Sané, 25. Rodri is in 19th on 22. So he could yet make it. And then it's Mario Balotelli, Julian Alvarez and Robbie Fowler all tied on 20 Premier League goals. With Fernandinho, sorry, yeah. But Sean Wright-Phillips was a very good player, yeah. Always remember the goal he scored against... Was it against Chelsea, that? I think it was, wasn't it? Oh, Luchael Geertrude is going to stay at Sunderland. Geertrude is staying at Sunderland. He's not going to Liverpool. Welshwing, since this game is dull, I've got another quiz question. Can you name the top 10 goal scorers for Tottenham in the Harry Redknapp era? Ooh, in the Harry Redknapp era, that would be, surely it would be Kane, sorry, Kane, I don't think Kane would be in there. Keane, Defoe, Kranjčar, Keane, Defoe, Kranjčar, probably Van der Vaart. Oh, struggling after that. Top 10 goal scorers for Tottenham in the Harry Redknapp era. That's a fabulous question. Again, mate, I don't know. LJ, I feel the Spurs players aren't giving it their all. Either that or they really are just a pathetic team. It'll be interesting to see whether or not anything is done with Thomas Frank off the back of this one. Modric, yeah, not a bad shout. Pavlyuchenko too. Bent, Mido, Pavlyuchenko. Modric, I would imagine, is in there. Bent is definitely in there. Surely Bent is in there. Mido and Pavlyuchenko, I'm not sure about. Crouch is 10th. Crouchy. Yeah, Crouch 10th. I like that. Good guess. Not Kranjčar. Yeah, Van der Vaart defo gets in that one, doesn't he? Spurs switching over to the left-hand side. Here's a doggy. Chance for Spurs. Drives at the full-back. Good ball in. Edge of the box. Must be. Oh, you've got to keep that down. Penance. Conor Gallagher, you've got to do better there. How much did you pay for him? Shocking. Terrible from Conor Gallagher. Should do better. Really should do better. Bent is 8th. Okay, Bent is 8th. Love that one. LG, we'll have to do this one first, mate, and then we'll jump onto that one. Pavlyuchenko is 4th. Not Mido, then, I'm guessing. Aaron Lennon is 9th. Aaron Lennon, yeah, I wouldn't have said Aaron Lennon. Trying to think of other players who maybe... Not like Asuakoto. Asuakoto didn't play. Adebayor, possibly, yeah. Adebayor, he was around then. Yeah, Adebayor, probably. Was Berbatov? Was Berbatov around in the Harry Redknapp era? LJ says Spurs, please do something for the sake of your own season. You guys can't finish in the relegation battle position again. Spurs driving down the right-hand side here with Archie Gray. Good ball across. Wonderful ball across. Randall Kolo Muani. Chance here for Xavi Simons. Must hit that one. Oh, great save. Great save from Donnarumma. A doggy really should have done better there. Wanderless, what are you thinking for the rest of this game, Key? I think it's probably going to be I imagine City walk the rest of it. I think it probably finishes 2-0. Jamie O'Hara. Oh, we really are scraping the barrel here now if Jamie O'Hara's getting mentioned. Bale and Defoe. Don't think Bale would have. Maybe. Oh, actually, no, we said Bale. Did we say Bale? Bale possibly. Yeah, Bale possibly. Defoe is 1st. Yeah. Robbie Keane. Bale is 3rd. What about Robbie Keane? Basong. Right, so Cranchar was a no. Did we say Van der Vaart and Robbie Keane and Modric? Van der Vaart, Robbie Keane and Modric. Surely they're in there. Surely they're in there. Hello, Nixie. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. Spurs with a strike. City get it away, just about. Still not over this one. Still not over. Keane is 6th. Robbie Keane is 6th. 2 spells at Spurs as well. Prince Boateng. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think of players like Paulinho. Oh, that's a great ball. Solanke. Oh, Solanke. It's there. Is that going to count? Is it going to count? I think it is going to count. It's 2-1. Solanke's got him back into it. There might be a check for an offside on this one. Possible check for an offside because it looks like it's very tight. But Solanke, good little run, curved his run, and it's a lovely little finish, albeit maybe a slight deflection. Mark Gay's down as well. Might be a check for a few things here, but I think the run is fine. No, he's off. He's going to be offside there. Yeah, he's going to be offside there. I think Semenyo's... not Semenyo, Ike Norris played him on at the bottom. But yeah, the goal has been registered, but I don't think it's going to be given. I think this one's going to get ruled out. It's a great turn from Solanke, and then does he actually finish it? No, he kicks through Mark Gay. It's not going to be a goal. That one's going to get ruled out for 2 things, to be honest. It's going to get ruled out for an offside and then a foul on Mark Gay. Great defending from Mark Gay there. And it's 2-0 again. 2-0 again. Van der Vaart is 2nd. Love that. Okay, Van der Vaart 2nd, Defoe 1st, Keane 6th. Did we say Modric? Walker, Lennon, Scott Parker. First, 2nd, 3rd. We haven't got 4th. Oh, we have actually. We've got Pavlyuchenko was 4th, wasn't he? Pavlyuchenko 4th. Adebayor 5th. Lennon 9th. Crouch 10th. Bent 8th. So we need 6th, 7th. Oh no, 7th. So we only need 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we only need 7th then, don't we? So who's 7th? Modric. Oh, okay. Modric is 7th. Nice. Love that. Love that. Goal given. The goal's not been given, has it? How's the goal been given? You can't give the goal for that. How's he give the goal for that? He kicks Gay. You can't give the goal for that. I stopped watching. That's the clearest. He's kicked through him. How can you give the goal for that? How can you give the goal for that? Tell me you're not giving the goal for that. Tell me that's going to get ruled out. What are we watching here? What are we watching here? Oh, I have no idea what is going on in the world of football anymore. I don't understand it. I have absolutely no idea how that gets given as a goal. That is 1,000,000% not a goal. Oh, you absolute donuts. I can't believe this referee's give that goal. I'm baffled. I don't know what to say. If Spurs get back into this off the back of that, he's literally kicked his leg. The world's gone mad. Yeah, how is that given? He literally kicks his leg. Think he got the ball, then the player. Like, the player kicks the ball into the net. If anything, it's an own goal, but he kicks the player's leg. Oh, I can't believe that. Well, now we've got a game on. Spurs 1, City 2. Now we've got a game on. It's never, ever, ever a goal, that. It's balmy. Baffling. LG, name the top 10 Brazilians, most appearances in the Prem. Most appearances in the Prem. Do you have the answers? Where are Arsenal in all of this? Now City on the counter-attack. Cherky does well. Over to Bernardo Silva. He's got Semenyo with him. Good ball over to the far side. It's good defending that by Spurs, to be fair. Well done. Haaland gets it out to Cherky. Cherky into the penalty area. Oh, unlucky. Brendan, of course it's a goal key. Solanke kicks him because Gay fouled him. Gay hadn't touched the ball before he makes contact with Solanke. Mate, you're off your head. You are off your head. If that isn't a foul, if that is not a foul, I don't know what is. The guy literally kicks the back of Gay's heel. He kicks the back of his foot. Gay doesn't touch Solanke. Gay puts his foot in front of him and gets to the ball first, and Solanke kicks through him. Kicks through him. I don't know what you guys are watching. I've just watched that back in slow motion. He kicks through his ankle. LG, is that not the most blatant foul? It is the most blatant foul. It should have been ruled out. At this point, I am genuinely thinking there might be some form of corruption because I can't believe that wasn't given. I'm on terms with you, Gay. What do you mean, Callum? LG, did you say one? Yeah. Top 10 Brazilians. Fernandinho. Trying to think of others who would be in the list. Fernandinho, Ederson, Alisson. Lucas. Lucas played with us for nearly 10 years. Coutinho, maybe. Not Coutinho. Firmino definitely would be. Coutinho. I don't know. Maybe at a push. No, maybe not Coutinho. Who else? Brendan, yeah, but Gay hadn't touched the ball yet, so it was in Solanke's possession. No, he had. Literally, what happens is Gay reaches his foot across and gets a touch on the ball, and literally it's two milliseconds after that, Solanke kicks the back of his ankle, and Gay's foot goes into the ball. You can see it every day. It's nailed on, absolutely nailed on. Willian has to be in there. Willian's been in the Prem yonks. Trying to think of other Brazilians who've been round the block a long time. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is still playing. Maybe Jesus. Don't think Coutinho would have done. Coutinho was in the Prem a while, but he left far too young. Ederson and Alisson, 100%. Fernandinho, yes. Lucas, Firmino, Willian, Jesus. I'll be happy with all of them. So I've got 7. The last 3. David Luiz. David Luiz would maybe be another one. I don't know if you're replying in the chat. Let me see who else would be. Oscar. Possibly Oscar. Fabinho. No, again, Fabinho wasn't with us that long. David Luiz, I think, would be in there. Pigeon fella, Richarlison. He's been, Christ, how long's he been with Watford and Everton, then Spurs? He's still playing. He's got to be maybe sneaking in the top 10. Gilberto Silva, again, I wouldn't think Gilberto Silva would be. Gilberto Silva's wasn't in the Prem that long. Unbelievable player, but I wouldn't have said he was in the Prem that long. Definitely not Juninho. Juninho wasn't in the. He was only in the Prem for a season, maybe 2. Came back in for a season after, but no, definitely not Juninho. And same with Thiago Silva. Weren't in the Prem that long. Tobes, hi Key, back to Wrexham v Ipswich. I'll watch it on TV. You might pop in the stream if you stream it, and we have Wrexham away again after the week. Nice, no worries, Tobes. Reece says, I seriously think because the quality of football is low at the moment that officials and VAR are making off-the-wall decisions to generate excitement, intrigue and debate in alternative ways. Possibly. Yeah. City header. Oh, should do better there, Mark Gay. Should do better. I don't know. I'm stuck for the last one. I think Fernandinho, Ederson, Alisson, Lucas, Firmino, Willian, Jesus, Luiz, Richarlison. I'm scratching around for that. Raphael, maybe not a bad shout. I don't know about Silvinho. Raphael's probably not a bad shout. Coutinho, maybe. Maybe at a push. Tobes, what are the scores? It's Tottenham 1, Manchester City 2, mate. Yeah, this is the only game that's going on right now. LG, they counted the goal as a Gay own goal. Well, that just proves everything, then, doesn't it? If it's not a Solanke goal, then it's because he's kicked Mark Gay. That is literally the most baffling decision to me. I'll never understand how Manchester United's first goal stands. Well, I don't understand how United's first goal stands, but I don't understand how Fulham's goal is chalked off because of his arm when you cannot score with your arm. And I'll never understand how that was not the player kicking through. How was he not kicked through Mark Gay either? Corner. No, he's offside. Okay. Tobes, I mean, who has scored the goal? Sorry, mate. It was a Mark Gay own goal. Yeah, Mark Gay own goal. The first goal was scored by Ryan Cherky. And the second was by Semenyo. So Cherky and Semenyo for City. Gay own goal for Spurs. Aït-Nouri's down now for City. 30 minutes left to go. LG Shardas was not a red. No, I agree, mate. Who was the Brazilians? Give us the list. Who was the list? Give us the Brazilians, LG. I agree though that Shardas was definitely not a red. was definitely not a red. He has to go somewhere, doesn't he? He's basically he's standing on the player because they've landed it on top of each other in a tackle. So he's got to put his feet somewhere. I don't think that was a kick out. I don't think there was anything. There wasn't a stamp there. I just think he had to put his feet somewhere. Spurs corner. Keep him out, City. Headed away. Sharda was not a red. First was Gareth Barry. Yeah, Gareth Barry didn't play too many games for Brazil, did he? Didn't play too many games for Brazil, LG. I think we might have to Google the top 10 Brazilians with the most appearances just to get the list ourselves. Okay, got it. Yeah, Fernandinho. Oh, sorry, you've got him now. Go on. Willian, Ederson, Fernandinho. Fourth, Richarlison. Fourth, Richarlison? I would never have said he'd have been fourth. Fifth, Firmino. Edu. Again, was he there that long? Great tackle, that. Well done. Unbelievable from Gay, that. Sixth, Alisson. I knew Ederson. I would have said Ederson had more than Alisson. Yeah. Fernandinho. Seventh, Lucas. Lucas Leiva or Lucas Moura? Surely it's Lucas Leiva. Eighth, Jesus, Gabriel Jesus, yeah. Good claim from Donnarumma. Ninth. Who's ninth? Douglas Luiz. No. Douglas Luiz hasn't played more than David Luiz, mate. I'm not having that. I'm not having Douglas Luiz has played more than David Luiz. 10th, Joe Linton. Joe Linton. I would never have got that one. Joe Linton's a great shout. It's definitely not Douglas Luiz. Surely that's David Luiz. I was going to say David Luiz 100% has played more than Douglas Luiz in the Prem. I think Douglas Luiz has maybe... I don't even know if he's made 100 appearances in the Prem. Alex, rumours coming out of Sunderland is that Gertrude is staying put. Yeah. It's confirmed. Tom says Martinelli's made more appearances than Douglas Luiz. Oh, yeah, Martinelli would have been another one I wouldn't have been too surprised about if he'd snuck in the top 10. Tobes, my favourite City player is Foden and Tottenham is Xavi and Richarlison. Nice, Tobes. LG says Joe Linton's been in the Prem for ages. He has, yeah. I mean, I don't know what number of appearances Joe Linton's on, but I would imagine that there's like a fair few Brazilians around that could be grouped together. No, it's Douglas Luiz, mate. You're lying. You're lying. Or you're mistaken. I'll say you're mistaken. It's definitely not Douglas Luiz. How many Premier League appearances has Douglas Luiz got? Douglas Luiz has made 175. He's made 183 Premier League appearances. Right? How many's David Luiz made? I bet you it's more than 183. Definitely more than 183. David Luiz has made 81, 79, 53. There you go. Yeah, David Luiz has made comfortably more. That's 132 plus 81. So 212. Is that ish? Yeah, 212. So yeah, David Luiz has made about 35, 40 more appearances than Douglas Luiz. Tob, see you tomorrow if you're streaming, or I might pop back in the 85th minute. LG, he plays for Aston Villa. No, he plays, yeah, Douglas Luiz plays for Villa right now, yeah. David Luiz is retired. I think he's retired anyway. Has David Luiz retired? I don't know if he has, actually. No, he's not retired. He plays for Paphos. David Luiz is 38 and plays for Paphos, and he played in the Champions League the other night. Yeah, it's definitely not Douglas Luiz, mate. It's David Luiz. But still, good quiz. Yeah, good quiz. I like that, mate. Enjoyed that. Very good quiz. Thank you. Right. Goalkeeper kicks it long. Gay again. Difference maker for City at the back. They do just look a lot more composed back there. Spurs chance. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a goal from Solanke. Ah, it's Giroud-esque. It's the Giroud scorpion flick again. And it's there. It's 2-2 with 20 minutes left. I tell you what, this is the biggest injustice you're ever likely to see. That first goal should never have been given in a million years. And now Spurs are level. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed. It's a scorpion flick. Whatever Giroud can do, Solanke can do better. Unbelievable stuff. 2-2. City collapsing. Oh, it's a great effort, that. That's a phenomenal effort. That might be better than Giroud's one. Oh, yeah, that's incredible. It's a great effort, that, from Big Dom Solanke. What a goal. What a fabulous goal. And Conor Gallagher deserves a lot of credit as well for the way that he put that ball in. Did well. And it's there. 2-2. Game on. Great flick. Donnarumma, no chance. Gets a touch to it. Right now, City, what have you got? What have you got? What have you got? And I tell you what, do you know what? Thomas Frank needs incredible praise for this, no matter what happens in the last few minutes. Thomas Frank deserves unbelievable praise for this, because he's changed it, and it's worked. Second half, I mean, admittedly, they've got a lot of luck, but that you've got to give credit to him. You've got to give absolute credit to Thomas Frank there. Thomas Frank deserves unbelievable praise for this. Welshwing says City shouldn't need a dodgy decision to beat these lot. I count this as a bottle. Yeah, it's not a bottle. It's not a bottle, mate. They've had a really, really dodgy decision. They're not relying on a dodgy decision. They've been given a dodgy decision against them. Like a really, really dodgy decision. That is maybe the worst decision I've seen. Maybe it's just a Spurs thing. Maybe the corruption is Spurs. I don't know, because Liverpool had a perfectly good goal ruled out here not that long ago, and now City have got a perfectly awful goal given. Reece, I love football to death. The twists and the turns never ever cease. They've been crap second half, though. They have. I'll give you that. They've not been great, but that doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, if you're 2-0 in front, and then someone decides to just give a goal against you for no reason at all, there's no justification for it, then inevitably the momentum swings. That's going to happen. Spurs aren't, they're not no marks. They're a decent side, Spurs. Wanderer says, to be honest, Key, I've always said people need to calm down, giving Frank a tough time. I think Frank's a brilliant manager. Agreed. I like him a lot. I think Spurs need to give him a bit of patience. Too many modern football fans demanding immediate success. Xavi Simons, driving forward. Chance for Spurs. Oh, great effort. It's nearly 3-2. City up against it, City are up against it. This could fall apart here. It could absolutely fall apart. They're falling apart here. And it's, again, you've just got to question the mentality of City here, but also, I'm sure Pep Guardiola and his players are going to be furious. They're going to be absolutely disgusted with what's been given against them, and I can totally understand it. It's a dreadful decision from the referee, borderline corruption at this point. Welsh wing, that should have been 3-2. Cecil, I think you know what this means, Key. I can smell it. The Premiership glory is getting closer. Hey, listen, like I said, mate, you spent more than anyone else. You're going to get it at some point. Enjoy it when it comes. Inevitable that Arsenal will win it at some point. And again, you'll probably win it this year, having not beaten a top side. You've just beaten all the bottom sides to win it. Strike! Oh, what a save! Donnarumma, very nearly 3-2 Spurs. Very nearly. Oh, 20 minutes to go here. Welsh wing, I know that, but I wouldn't say they've been robbed. If they were serious, they would have been 4-0 up or get a goal back. Mate, they have been robbed. They have been robbed. That's you. That's the Arsenal fan in you clouding opinion. Come on. They have been robbed. They're 2-0 up and they get a goal that's never a goal. It's never, ever, ever a million years a goal. They'll get an apology for that, City. They will get an apology, I promise you. After this game, Howard Webb will give him an apology. It's that bad. That is how bad that goal is that gets given. It'll be some sort of a VAR miscommunication. Timbo, Thomas Frank could be Swindon manager and would still get a result versus City. And sir, if it was against Arsenal, you'd be crying. When 2+ goals behind at half-time. Look at that. 40 games played, drawn 2, lost 38. 1-0. So 2-0 down at half-time. Spurs have never managed to get more than a point in a very, very long time. Teaching Tony, City going to kill my parlay after BVB came back down from 2-1 to be 3-2 up. The Leftovers channel, even Neville said it was a goal. Oh, well, if Neville said it, I guess he's the arbiter of all football fans, isn't he, Gary Neville? He never has stupid opinions, does he? Cecil says, you say the Prem is weak this year, yet 5 out of the top 8 in the Champions League are Premier League teams. Explain that, bruv. Well, yeah, but one of those teams is Spurs. So what are you arguing? Are you arguing that Spurs are a good team or that they're not a good team? I feel like you kind of, the hypocrisy within you there is just, which is it? Teaching Tony, Neville, the arbiter of truth. Honestly, this is it. Like, even Neville said it was, so, well, it must be then. Christ, if Neville said it, I stand corrected. I apologise. Gary Neville doesn't have silly opinions. Solanke, oh, Spurs, keep him out. The Leftovers channel, he's got a more valuable point than you, that's for sure. Oh, hit me where it hurts. Explain that, bruv. Explain that, bruv. Allow it, bruv. Allow it. Hold that, boy. Cecil says, no, Spurs are shite, but that's how much better the premise is they are 4th. Well, we're not talking about the Champions League, though, are we? No one's mentioned the Champions League. We're talking about the Premier League and the fact that Arsenal will probably win it this year because they've spent more than anyone else. And because they've, and well, in spite of the fact they've not beat Liverpool and probably won't beat City. And lost to Villa. Like, they'll lose all of the top teams they've lost to, but then they'll, they fluff it and win it against the bottom teams. But like I said, there's still time for Arsenal to bottle it. They've bottled it years before, so maybe they'll bottle it again. Welsh Ring says this. Mike Dean said the decision wasn't clear and obvious. Guard to tell if he got the ball first. Mike Dean, is that the standards we're holding ourselves to now? Gary Neville and fucking Mike Dean. Cecil, you spent $500 million. Less than Arsenal. Yeah, less than Arsenal. One day less. Nev is full of himself. I'm not sure what you think, but I look at him different now. He was a great player, but his punditry's destroyed him. I actually quite like. I don't mind Nev as a pundit, as a businessman as well. I think he's a very astute. Well, obviously he's quite astute. He's doing very well, but yeah, I quite like him when he does his punditry. I'm not saying that he. I'm just saying I don't think he's the arbiter of truth kind of thing. I don't think he has the copyright on truth, let's say that. All things true are said by Neville. Alfie, as an Arsenal fan, come on Spurs. Hey, I was given stick the other day for saying come on United against Arsenal. I got stick for that. Timbo says Neville is a great pundit. Fans are just crybabies. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Right, Gay over to Bernardo Silva, over to Nico O'Reilly. Last 10 minutes here. Come on, City. Come on, City. Jake, whatever happens in the last 12 minutes, Thomas Frank deserves praise. Whatever he said at half-time must have worked. Well, I mean, he deserves a lot of praise. He deserves a lot of praise for the way that Tottenham have gone about it in the second half, but I wouldn't say it's worked. I think they're only in the game by virtue of the fact that they were literally gift-wrapped a goal. And that's always going to get the tails up, isn't it? It's always going to get teams excited, and it's always going to get them, you know, thinking that they can get back something in the game, and inevitably that's what's happened. Timbo, Spurs always seem to be like 3 games from a crisis, feel like they're even more unstable than we are. And Ben says, what's your opinion on Gertrude potentially coming? No, it's been ruled out, mate. Yeah, no, he's not coming now. As soon as there was a chance of that happening, Gertrude, apparently it's been confirmed that he's now going to stay at Sunderland. So, yeah, it's not happening. Not happening, Ben. But would have been a good signing, I think. We need a player like that. I think a bit of cover for Liverpool would have been perfect. That's a free kick to City. Of course it is. La Pulga, he said to the refs that the payment would be coming their way at half-time. Last 10 minutes here. Big, big last 10 minutes. Big last 10 minutes. Big last 10 minutes in Spurs season. Big last 10 minutes in City season. Big last 10 minutes in the title race. It's all on. Come on, City. Last 10. Let's nick it late on. Let's keep this thing going. Oh, must be! Must be! Oh, Itty! Oh, have you managed to keep that out? Oh, you fucking numpties! You absolute Fruit Loops. Honestly, I can't believe that's not gone in, City. You absolute garbage. Honestly. Mark Gay, how much did he pay for you? Oh. Timbo, what is a popular food that you absolutely despise? For me, it's tuna. Absolutely rancid. Oh, I like tuna. I quite like tuna. I like salmon as well. Popular food that I despise. Avocado. Everyone seems to love avocado. Hate avocado. Yeah. I don't really like... Do you know what it is? Do you know what? Sushi. Sushi. Any sushi. Cold food. Honestly... Bleh. Cold food of any sort, or even hot sushi's minging. Sushi's vile. Anyone who has sushi or pineapple on the pizzas, get out of town. On a Permo, I'm about to craft myself a baked potato with tuna mayo. I mean, that's almost jail time, to be fair. Surely that's... I wouldn't go tuna mayo on a potato. If you're having a jacket spud, it's got to be with either cheese and beans. I mean, that's it. Cheese and beans. You know, some people have chili con carne with a jacket potato. Maybe don't mind that. Maybe curry with a jacket potato. I guess people sometimes have that. Tuna mayo, get in the bin. Alfie, United deserved to beat Arsenal. We played absolutely crap and 2 scrappy goals. LG, possible handball. Michael, if the scoreline stays like this and with Villa surprising defeat, Arsenal will be this weekend's winners. Well, listen, Arsenal there's a long way to go, Michael. Long way to go. Timbo, sushi is great. I love Hawaiian pizza too, Key. I guess me and you will always be enemies. Yeah, I was going to say, sushi and Hawaiian pizza, you just... But you know what? I kind of expect that from you southern types. Yeah. You posh southern types. Adam says some sandwiches are good cold. Like what though? Like what? What are some good cold sandwiches? Tuna mayo sandwiches are okay. Wonder less if you ever had curried goat, Key. I haven't ever had curried goat. No, I have had like Jamaican cuisine. I've had Jamaican food, but I've never had curried goat. I wouldn't mind trying it though. No Way Breaks says you guys have beans and a baked potato over there. Absolutely, we do. Heinz baked beans in a tomato sauce with cheese. You get your potato, cut it up, a little bit of butter. Mix it around, or if you want to be an absolute OG, scoop all the potato out of the jacket, put it in a bowl, whack some butter, some pepper in there, mash it all up, then scoop it back into the jacket, put it under the oven with a little bit of cheese on top, so it gets all grilled, and then a bit of beans on top. Oh my god, nearly 3-2. On a firm, baked beans don't taste the same in the UK as they do in America. They are different things. Timbo, us southern types, you northerners aren't half weirdos yourselves. I would not spend half my life up here. D Hassan, what do you think of Arsenal's title chance? Yeah, they probably win it. They should win it, shouldn't they? They should win it by now. They've spent too much to not win it. If you keep spending more than everyone else, then inevitably you're going to win it at some point. No Way Break says we do cheese, bacon, chives, and sour cream. No, not fan of sour cream. Not a fan at all. Come on, last 5 minutes here. Last 5 minutes. There's still time. Very much still time in this one. Arsenal forever, no worries, mate. Timbo says cheese and beans on a jacket for me every time. I don't mind chili on a jacket though. I just get heartburn off chili though. Good ball in. Fabulous ball in. Oh! So close that at the far post for City. Oh, so unlucky. Cecil says, Keys in the fourth stage of grief, finally accepting the Arsenal taking it home. Mate, I've said it since the start of the season. Arsenal should win it. They should win it. It is like the bottle job of all bottle jobs if Arsenal don't win it. They've got the best squad because they've spent the most money. Standard. Adam says, what does losing to a 10-man Brentford do for Villa's psychological state? They keep bouncing back though. They lost to Everton and then they went on a little, Villa will just keep bouncing back. They are impenetrable with Unai Emery. On a pair more American foodies annoy me with the whole seasoning debacle. They put fecking bay seasoning and all this rando herbs and spices on their food. They don't know how anything is meant to taste. Wonder less you should try it, but whatever you do, if you ever go to the shop early, you don't want pot bottom. Pot bottom? Oh, bones. Right, okay. Arsenal forever. This is the first and last time I'll ever support Tottenham in a game. Be surprised what football can do, mate. I've cheered on Everton against Manchester City once. I've cheered on United. It happens. Haaland's gone down. They're claim for a penalty. City. Oh, you're never getting a pen for that. You're never getting a pen for that. Haaland screaming for it. Oh, come on, ref. That's a pen. That's a pen. That is a penalty, that. That is a pen all day. All day, every day, that's a pen. That is a penalty all day, every day for Haaland there. He's literally wrestled him to the floor. Is there going to be a check? Is there going to be a check on it at all? Is there going to be a check? I don't think there is. Can't see it. Look at that. Fabulous ball in from Gallagher and Solanke with a little scorpion flick. Oh, you absolute gorgeous creature. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. So his arm's all over him. It should be. That's a clear penalty for me. That should be a penalty all day, every day for Manchester City there. Timbo, Key, a lot of food seems to give you heartburn. Might be worth getting looked at. No, not a lot of foods. Just like dead salty ones, like chili and like Greggs. Like I would never have Greggs. I don't really eat bread. Bread gives you heartburn. Greggs, anything carby. Generally anything carby. Even to be fair, jacket spuds sometimes. Timbo, Gallagher in a Spurs kit makes me sick. The Judas Iscariot. La Pulga. City got robbed by VAR today. And teaching Tony Key your chat rules. 3-star Red says, think Haaland was doing the tugging and wrestling long before he fell on the deck. Well, Solanke's going off here to raucous applause at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Still feels mad that they've not actually got a name for the stadium. The Leftovers channel, bet you love beans. Why would you bet that I love beans? That's a weird thing to say. Andy Vale, we could possibly see outgoings tomorrow at Everton with it being transfer deadline day. Timbo says, where's the guy who said Key is the greatest person to ever live? And I'll get him back. Get him back in the live. That's what we need. 9 minutes of added on time. 9 minutes there was in the Man United Fulham game. And we got 2 goals in it. Hopefully we get 2 more. With City winning 4-2. Edward Rosnovat, congrats on the 4-1 win yesterday. Cheers, Edward. Good to see you on the channel, mate. Got 8 minutes left here. 8 minutes left. If you haven't yet, hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed. We're live tomorrow for Burnley against Sunderland. Sunderland-Burnley. The William, do you think Liverpool will get Champions League football next year? Easily. Yes, quite comfortably. Cecil says, of course, they give 10 minutes extra time like they did in the Villa game, just desperate to ruin Arsenal's chances, but it's not going to work. Mate, Arsenal's chances depend solely on Arsenal. Like, if City win the league this season, I said this earlier, if City win the league this season, it's not that City have been the best side. Everyone knows that Arsenal are the best side in the league. You've spent the most money. You're going to be the best side in the league. Of course you are. The difference is that if City win the league, it's because Arsenal have thrown it away. That's why. And you're terrified of bottling it. It's all up here for Arsenal. That's it. You're going to win the league. Everyone's resigned to you winning the league because you've spent more than anyone else. Comfortably, is 5th the Champions League spot still? Probably, yeah. Probably. Burnley, Sunderland tomorrow. Yeah, Tony will be on for that one. Monday Night Football. It's at Sunderland, though. It's at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland, Burnley. I'll be live for that tomorrow. So if you fancy watching a bit of Monday Night Football with us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Live on Tuesday for Arsenal-Chelsea. Carabao Cup second leg. 3-2 that one from the first leg. Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg. And then on Wednesday, it's City against Newcastle. City 2-0 up against Newcastle from the first leg. They should win that one comfortably. Emphasis on the word should there. Newcastle will go into that one without fear. 6.5 minutes left to go. Are Spurs just a mid-table side now? Well, yeah, they have been for a while, though, haven't they? I don't know why. That's not really a surprise. Rodri off, Marmoush coming on. City throwing the kitchen sink here at City. City throwing the kitchen sink here at Spurs. Not at City. Do well if they threw it at themselves. Alfie, I think the only game that Arsenal will drop points this month is Tottenham away. Mate, I know what you say that, but they dropped points against Forest. Like, Forest, Liverpool, they're for the taking at the time they played us. Lost. 4 points. Title race should really already be over. Chimey, I've just placed a 20 on either team to win. Good lad. Like that. Like that thinking. Foden scores the winner, says Teaching Tony. And Nostalgia Bunker City v Liverpool next week. Liverpool fans will be torn. No, mate, we won't be torn. We won't be torn, not even slightly. We want to win. We don't care about Arsenal. We don't care about them at all. We want to win. Liverpool, as Serda says, I'm a Liverpool fan. I want Liverpool to win. Always. Never, ever, ever would we celebrate for anyone else winning a game over us. Never. Never, ever, ever. Certainly not Arsenal. Arsenal forever. I was expecting Liverpool to cook the league with all the money they spent. Turns out I was wrong. Maybe building youth players and spending less is better. With all the money they spent. Again, you say like Liverpool, you was expecting Liverpool to cook with all the money they spent. Arsenal spent more. Arsenal spent more than Liverpool this summer, last summer, and over the last 6 years since Arteta's come in. We keep saying this. People are just like, oh, no, they have. Google's free. Arsenal spent more than Liverpool this summer, last summer, and since Arteta's come in. They've spent nearly double what Liverpool have. Timbo, Liverpool need to focus on getting above United first before Arsenal. We'll finish above you as well. Finish above Chelsea and United. We've still got to play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We've still got to play United at Old Trafford. Oh no, you've got to play you at Anfield, haven't we? Yeah, Chelsea at Anfield, United at Old Trafford. We'll win both of them. Come on, City. 3.5 minutes to go. Go on. Get at him. Go on, Semenyo. Absolute dog meat him. He's garbage. Josh, you broke the English transfer record twice, by the way. We did, yeah. We did. On one player who's not been available all season. But still spent less than Arsenal. Again, very, very clear. All you're doing is reinforcing the point. We broke the English transfer record twice and still spent less than Arsenal. Alfie, we spent so much money and only trophy we won is the FA Cup in 2021. Yeah. Barely anything. 6 years nearly. Tony, City blowing a 2-0 lead kills me. It's very much the City way, isn't it? Very much the City way. Sarah, who are Sunderland playing tomorrow? Burnley. Foden. Here's Gay. 2.5 minutes left. City desperate to pinch a winner. O'Reilly, good ball in. Deflection, straight to the keeper. Nostalgia Bunker says the most expensive signing ever to be out for a season is insane. They never play the same again. I don't know about never play the same again, but like he's got a fractured. Is it a fractured fibia? Yeah, it's a low grade broken leg, but he probably won't be back again before the end of the season. It's going to be very difficult for Isak to play again for Liverpool this season. He might be back in like late April. Andy, I'm going 1-1 for Liverpool City next week. I wouldn't expect any less from an Everton fan, Andy. Adam, this is not the City of old and might finish outside the top 4. No, they won't, mate. City will still finish second comfortably. It's a yellow card, that, for... who is it who's got the yellow? Oh, 90 seconds left to go. I think this might be this. Honestly, I think it might be that. Nico Gonzalez, yellow card. Struggling, very much struggling. City hanging on now for 90 seconds to see if they can get one more chance. One more chance for one of these teams, maybe. Jake, this title race is finished. Nah, it's not finished. It's not finished. Not even close. Not even close to finished. Ball pumped long. City back to the goalkeeper. Donnarumma up the pitch. Does well. Teaching Tony Real scored in the last second. Yeah, saw that one. New Hussein, will Arsenal be champions? Yes, I think they should be. Like I said, if you spend more than anyone else, you're gonna be champions at some point. Nostalgia Bunker, I actually think Liverpool will spank City. Ekatiki's in my FPL. And Timbo, if Arsenal bottle the league from this point, they'll never win it. Title race is as good as done. We've said this, though. We've said this loads of times. There's loads of times this season where we've said Arsenal are miles in front, the title race is done. There's still like 13, 14 games left to play. It's like 30, 40% of the season still to go. I don't think Arsenal have got the title sewn up at all. There's still a long, long way to go yet. City are definitely going to need to step it up, though. Jake says it's Arsenal we're talking about. We never know with them. Well, that's it. Arsenal have got form. Arsenal have got form for throwing title races away. James says, what are you on about? Arsenal 6 points clear. City's next game is Liverpool, so there'll be 9 points. Title race is done. Yeah, I'm sure Arsenal have been about that far ahead before, mate, and threw it away. If there's one side who can bottle a title race, it's Arsenal. So I'm not too worried. I'm really not too worried about Arsenal. Alfie says Benfica v Real Madrid round 2. Who you got, Key? Madrid, quite comfortably. LG, I want Arsenal or Chelsea to win the Carabao Cup. I couldn't care less who wins the Carabao Cup. Just going to watch the game on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll watch them and enjoy the games, the semi-finals. On Tuesday and Wednesday night, we'll be live for them. Obviously live tomorrow for Burnley away at Sunderland. Big Monday night football game. Thursday night, we're doing Atalanta against Juventus. Coppa Italia quarter-final. If you love football and you want to watch a bit of Coppa Italia, Thursday night, the only good game on, really, is Atalanta-Juventus. Go and check it out. I'll be live for that one on Thursday. And then Friday, we're back to the Premier League. Leeds against Nottingham Forest. So, games all week. We'll be watching games all week on this channel, as we always do. We watch a live game every single night. Every single day, at least one game on this channel, at least the home of Watchalongs, every single day. What game are you doing tomorrow, mate? I'm doing Sunderland against Burnley. That's what's on Monday Night Football tomorrow. So we'll be live for that one. Sarah, Arsenal was 7 points in front in March and still lost the title last year. Well, exactly, yeah. Yeah, 7 points in front and they threw it away. So, yeah, being 6 points in front certainly doesn't mean they are done. Jamie, we are winning the league. Oh, yeah, that's from a United fan, by the way. United fans think they're winning the league as well, just to clarify, just so Arsenal fans don't get ahead of themselves. Arsenal, you want to watch out. United are going to win the league, apparently. United are going to win it. All right. Like I said, it wouldn't be a surprise. It really wouldn't be a surprise if Arsenal threw it away, but ultimately, you've got to remember, they've spent more than anyone else. Of course, it's no surprise if they do win the league eventually. They've won sod all for 20 years. Of course, eventually they're going to win it if they keep spending more than anyone else. They'll have bought the league, effectively. Look how dejected Haaland is. And Jake says, what's your score prediction for City next week? I'm not even there yet, mate. Not even. There's still loads of football to go before that one. Andy says to United fans, give Carrick the job. And Timbo, everyone's winning the league. Fuck it. Hey, everyone, if Arsenal's in the lead, everybody's got a chance. Everybody's still got a chance. Fuck it. Brentford have still got to go. Go on. Sparks, we haven't spent more than everyone else. Oh, fucking hell, more Arsenal fans who can't go. Google's free, mate. Google's free. Go and check it. We've done this many times. Alfie, thanks for the live key. No worries, Alfie. Take it easy, mate. United just beat Fulham. Yeah, anything can happen. Reese, we've got to stop using the they've spent more than anyone else arguments. Well, exactly, we've got to. They have. We know they have. Jake, see you tomorrow. The end of the day, it doesn't matter. Arsenal have got the best squad because they've spent more than anyone else. Josh, what happened at Anfield 89? Talk about bottle. Hey, so you've got to go back 35 years, mate. 36 years, whatever it is, for Liverpool bottling it anywhere near as bad as Arsenal have bottled it. That's the only reason if you lose this title this year, it's because of up here. You've not got the mentality to win it, and you know it. You know it. Bud9634, you broke the transfer record. We did. We broke it twice. And yet we still spent less than Arsenal. Timbo, au revoir, Key. Enjoy Rosinha aging his men on Tuesday. Well, yeah, we'll be there for that on Tuesday. Arsenal, Chelsea, Carabao Cup semi-final. And then Wednesday is City against Newcastle. Sander Prawat says, thanks, Key, for the live. No worries, mate. Take it easy. I'll see you all tomorrow for Sunderland against Burnley. Monday Night Football. Sunderland-Burnley. Big game for Burnley. They need to... I mean, how far away are Burnley from the drop as it stands? I mean, they've got a reasonable chance, I guess, if they were really able to kick on. If they were to get a win tomorrow. Is it all that possible if they were to win at the Stadium of Light tomorrow? Where would that leave Burnley? 18 points. Do you know what? They need to win tomorrow. Burnley need to win tomorrow to be 8 points behind Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Burnley are down. Burnley are down. Sparks, you broke it twice and they've both done fuck all. Yet you give Gyökeres stick when he cost half as much as Isak. Yeah, but Isak's been out for the season, Chief. Isak broke his leg. He's not going to play a game for us the rest of this season. That's why Gyökeres might have done a bit better. Yeah, maybe because he's on the pitch and Isak isn't. But yeah, like I said, you've spent more than Liverpool at the end of the day. Goretti, which team is next? Sunderland Burnley tomorrow. That's the next game. Monday Night Football. You can see it there. The weekend games end tomorrow. Monday Night Football. Sunderland Burnley. Sack Frank, says Christopher Chen. Andy, Burnley are gone 100%. See you tomorrow, Sarah. Take it easy, Sarah. Thank you again. And Lapulga, English refs are the worst, probably. So many mistakes throughout the season. Not only for City. Honestly, it's baffling to me. It's absolutely baffling to me just how bad that first goal decision was for Manchester City. That no way at all that Spurs goal should have been given. Right, I am off. I will see you all tomorrow for Sunderland Burnley, Monday Night Football. If you haven't yet, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely, lovely Sunday. Take it easy. Ta-da.